Well, I'm a little more pessimistic because the American public is so easily manipulated by forms of propaganda and by the press. And I would, as an example, give ISIS. You have militarized drone strikes, cruise missile strikes, Hellfire missile strikes. These people have been brutalized. Hundreds of thousands of dead, millions of refugees. We have decapitated far more people, including children, than ISIS ever has. But we don't see that. We don't see the effects of our brutality and our violence. We see the reaction to that brutality and violence. So we don't understand, in essence, how the brutalized became brutal. We don't understand that these figures are our creation. And that's dangerous, because that is the failure of the press. A functioning press, and to understand is not to condone. I'm not condoning this. But we have to understand. We have to understand what we're doing, and we have to understand the effects of what we're doing.
Why has it been so easy to maintain that insulation?
You have whole news organizations that have really given up the business of news. And you turn on the nightly news broadcast, it's just an endless version of the Today Show. Health and wellness tips and Kim Kardashian's latest photo, and it's pathetic. As I speak as a journalist, it's just really dispiriting. And so Americans have never been particularly good about understanding what they do and how they're perceived. But now it's just a giant black hole. It's almost impossible to even get the information at all, because the mainstream press, it just doesn't do it. There's been a terrible deterioration. Huge swaths of the news industry are really in the business of entertainment, not news. They'll throw news in if it's entertaining, but they don't make any, and I would include at this point, all of the commercial news networks. They're not in the news business at all.